Have you ever heard the saying that goes, if you do what you love, you never have to work another day in your life? Hey Exploder, welcome to day 9 of our 21-day Glow From Within challenge. I am Edu, your dynamite coach, and I do apologize for disappearing for a very short time, but now I'm back and we can continue. On our day 9, I'm going to talk about the importance of finding your passion. A lot of people are stuck in jobs that are not fulfilling, or they drag themselves to work every single day. And I know that we can't all do what we love at the same time, even though I think we can. But I'm not going to say quit your job and go look for what you want, because that can be difficult, or it might not pay what you want to earn, right? But what can you do in the meantime for you to be able to make sure that your life is balanced? Because remember, if you spend the time doing what you love, it is the way that you can fill up your cup. What I've seen a lot from people that serve people is that they think that serving is doing what they love. As an example, I love coaching, right? And if I didn't know how to balance the things or how to balance my cups, I would think that coming here and talking to you guys is the only thing that I need to do to serve me. But after some time, this can be strenuous and it can literally empty up your cup. So it is important that you find something that you do for yourself. Now imagine if you're not doing what you love or what you're passionate about every day. It is going to be even harder, because you're going to go to work and feel depleted every single day. So it's important that you spend some time doing what you love, not just for the sake of it, but because it's going to help fill up your cup. In days where you're feeling heavy, in days that you're feeling maybe unfulfilled, it is important that you know, what can I do to fill up my cup? Because maybe your cup is empty and you just need to come in and fill it up. So why is it important for you to find your passion? Firstly, having a passion is going to give you direction for your life. Sometimes you start a job and you thought that you were born to do it, but as time goes, you're feeling very, very heavy and drained about it. So at least having a passion, you can know that I'm doing my job for this time being, but this is where I'm going in my life, and later on, I'd like to do what I'm passionate about full time. Secondly, as I said, that it is important that you spend time, dedicate proper time in doing what you love. It's also because it is going to help you feel fulfilled, right? As an example, if you know that you love knitting or you love crocheting, which is something that I love recently, I know that I can come here and coach, or I can go coach my clients, or go to work and do what I love doing at work. But after some time, I feel very drained, because me giving is quite draining. So I know that I can come back home and just dedicate some time either crocheting or doing anything else that I love for that matter, either playing in the sun or working with kids. Another thing that I love doing is working with kids a lot, so I'm passionate about that. So I can go and work with kids and teach them how to speak, how to write, how to speak English, and all of those things. So you need to find out, what is it that I am passionate about. It is very important, and it's going to give you the fulfillment that you need. Secondly, another thing that I find passion does for me, especially, let's say for example, I'm hosting something for kids or I'm playing with kids, right? It really gives me energy. It boosts my energy and gives me something to look forward in life. It's the best way to motivate myself. So if I'm feeling drained and whatever, I just spend some time out there teaching kids how to write or read or whatever, and I come back and I feel like my energy is really recharged, right? And another thing that I realized is that I'm really passionate with speaking. So doing a few videos here, a few videos in any of my social media, or going live, after that moment, I'm not necessarily feeling tired like most people, but I'm feeling really recharged. And people can ask me, why do I do these things? Is it for whatever other reason? For me, it's for me to recharge my energy and to recharge myself. So that is what, if you have found what you're passionate about, at least you'll know when the world is draining, what can I do to recharge myself and boost up my energy. Additionally, knowing your passion can help you unlock your creativity. We are all meant to be creative, and there's a lot of people that think, nah, I'm not creative. Before I started needing to write scripts for these things or having to create events that are making me happy, I really thought that I'm not creative, because for me, creativity had to do with drawing, creativity had to do with, people that are colorfully creative. I thought that is what it is. But creativity is all about starting something from scratch where you are engaging yourself. And when you're doing this particular thing, the world stops. I'll give you an example. A few weeks ago, I was invited to a Women's Day event, and the event was supposed to start at 1 until 3 p.m., right? And when I got there, I started coaching from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. I never stopped speaking until it was 5. I didn't feel myself. The world stopped. Everything stopped. I didn't know what time it was. I just kept on going because everything was coming from my heart. Literally, everything stopped, and I couldn't stop myself either. I enjoyed it so much. It made my heart so full. So when you're doing something that you're passionate about, it lights up your heart, and time stands still. When they say you get into that zen, you forget everything. You just get into a space and you have forgotten who's around you. All your problems disappear, and it's just you and this thing. So before you even get to delivering that thing, you need to create it from scratch, right? So in my case, I need to create like a course content to say, what am I going to talk about? It has helped me connect to that creative side because I'm creating this course content from scratch, right? So this is what I love about it. So it is important that you go and find your own passion, so that you know that I know life can be hard, but when I go and do this thing, it is going to light up my spirit. Why is it important? Your mental well-being depends on it. It's very hard for you to be drained for a long time if you know that I can go and do what I love and it's going to bring myself back. It is something that will go and fetch you from those dark spots. Some people could be gyms, some people could be anything in this world. You don't need to copy somebody else's thing, or you don't even need to box yourself to say, it has to be this. It can literally be anything. Now, you're probably asking yourself, but coach, I don't even know what I like to do. I've never known my passion. We all were given passion. All of us, when we were created, there is something that we love doing naturally, but as we grow up, we forget. We forget what it is that we used to love or what we were meant to be doing. And I'm going to give you some guidance. What I want you to do today is to imagine yourself as your younger version. Imagine yourself as maybe a 7-year-old, 6-year-old, younger. What is it that you loved doing? And if you don't know, ask somebody that knows you, that saw you grow up. Your parents, your older sibling, whoever, somebody that's older than you that saw you growing up, and ask them, what is it that I enjoyed doing when I was younger, or what is it that I did a lot of when I was younger. I'll give you an example. When I was young, I used to go to kindergarten, which we call crèche, and I'll come back and teach everybody. What we learned at kindergarten, we were all taught together, but I'll come back and teach it to you like you are not in that class, because I love teaching, and that's the reason why I am coaching today. How did I remember? There's a day where I was meditating, which is why I've told you guys it's important to meditate. There's a day when I was meditating, and I remembered in the meditation, I remembered some lady that used to stay at my home. She used to call me Mistress. That was my nickname growing up. And so in the meditation, I just heard her voice saying, Mistress, Mistress, And I woke up and I remembered that, oh my God, this is what I used to do. This is what I used to enjoy about my life. And I started checking how I can do it. Then I decided to start my own coaching company. And it's been going very, very well. And I do everything that I'm passionate about every single time. And at the time, when I started coaching, I used to do a job that was draining me. This is many years ago. I was not feeling fulfilled at all by my work. I was an analyst, senior analyst, and I was like, I don't like Excel. I don't like those things, even though I know how to do them, but I don't enjoy them. And I was really searching for how can I find my passion, right? And obviously, this is coupled with other things that I was doing, at the internal work that I was doing, and I got to that land to say, okay, to that point rather, where I said, okay, I have healed, I've worked through a lot of pain, but now going to work is not fulfilling anymore. What do I need to be doing? And I found, or rather I remembered, because you don't find passion, it's already there, you've just forgotten about it, and it just sits in there waiting for you like this. I suggest you go find your passion if you want to glow from within. Because remember, when you are feeling fulfilled, when you are at peace, and when you are happy, automatically you are going to glow. That is what happens when you have found what you need to do. You glow from within. You forget about your skincare routine, which is also important. You forget about all the other things, but you're just going to glow automatically simply because you are doing what you are supposed to be doing, or what you love doing every single day. So yeah, I've told you why it's important to do this thing. Instruction for today. The exercise for today, you're going to find what you're passionate about. As I said, you're either going to ask people that are around you. If you can't ask someone, meditate about it, because that's how I remembered. Meditate about it and keep asking yourself, what did I enjoy when I was younger? Take me back to that time. I have personally made a note to remind my niece that she used to enjoy acting for us and making us laugh. She loved that, and should she find herself in a place where she's not in drama or something like that, I want to be the one that reminds her that this is what she loved doing. So yes, adults, check your children. They're going to need you later on. So yeah, ask somebody, meditate, just find out what is it that you loved doing when you were 7 years and younger. Find that and then start doing it. Dedicate a Saturday to it. If you're working Monday to Friday, dedicate that Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to do what I love for now, until you can do it more often, right? And then create a plan to say, how do I see myself doing this even more? Because now you're only going to do it for 2 days, but how can you do it as often as possible? Create a plan and implement it in your daily life, and that is going to really, really make sure that you are glowing from within. So once you've done that, you've now found your passion. You've not only found it, but you dedicate a Saturday. So from this coming Saturday, you're going to do what you love, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and see how you feel. You're going to thank yourself later, trust me. You will go to your tracker and write day 9, A for the activity. Remember, we are still drinking 2 liters of water. We are now almost in spring, and water, we're going to need it so that we don't feel dehydrated. W for water if you've drank 2 liters or more. And then prayer. Prayer is important. We've said why prayer is important. So you're going to go and pray in the evening after your activity. So that is us for today. I will see you again in day 10. And I promise that I will not disappear on you guys for the next 11 days. Promise. See you later.